What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Figure It Out of the Basement's action figure talk show. I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
What's up, guys?
And today we've got some more Star Wars news to discuss. Some rumors. We're also going to be giving our thoughts on the pipeline reveals and maybe touch on some other subjects from the recent live stream. That was, of course, on last Friday. So if you missed it, Justin actually posted a solo video where he went over all of the announcements with pictures.
We love our pictures.
We do love our pictures.
Photos.
And it's a nice solo video. So if you didn't catch that, go ahead, watch that. But we're also going to discuss some of that stuff here today. Mm-hmm. And of course, as always, if you are enjoying Figure It Out, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. So Justin, let's jump into it. We wanted to discuss more in detail the pipeline reveals, which we'll go one by one. I'm sure most of you guys have seen them by now, but
Hasbro is sick of the leaks.
Yeah,
they're sick of it.
Truly seem to be sick of the leaks. So they announced 5 figures way in advance. They didn't have like any prototypes or anything at all to show off. It was literally just, here's a picture of the character. This figure is coming out at some point. Mm-hmm. Stop heckling us about it. I will say, though, I want to give them some minor props. They did acknowledge a lot of the pre-ordering disasters that have been going on recently, and without specifically naming any certain retailer, I at least appreciated that they acknowledged that recently a lot of pre-orders, especially for exclusives, have been a nightmare. And they kind of alluded that they might be making some changes going forward. So maybe that means less exclusives. Maybe that means less Walmart exclusives.
Maybe that means Target fixing their website.
Right, so
and
that
pre-ordering system.
Yeah. I don't understand how a billion-dollar corporation like Target can't put bot protection on their website. If Walmart can do it, Target can do it. But I don't know, Patrick was kind of like, he was kind of going back and forth, like with his wording, being very careful to not specifically say one thing or another. But it almost sounded like they were ditching pre-orders for certain figures to maybe have more of a fair chance for people to find them in the stores.
Interesting.
And
very interesting.
And for bots to not buy up all the pre-orders. I don't know. I wanted to bring up those couple things because I thought it was interesting. And of course, lastly, before we get into the pipeline, how dare Hasbro not include the blue lightsaber with Mace Windu? I'm still mad about it. It was funny because during the live stream, they talked about how much detail and how they wanted to painstakingly recreate those Kenner figures. But then they don't show that same love to the Phantom Menace figures by giving them action figure accurate releases. Because if you still didn't know at this point, the original Mace Windu figure from episode 1 included a blue lightsaber, not a purple lightsaber. And I think it just would have been really cool, just like Hasbro does for the vintage Kenner stuff, acknowledging the old figures, for them to do that with the Phantom Menace figure.
Especially since if you wanted a regular Mace with the purple lightsaber, he is getting a red and black box re-release.
Right, he's gonna be readily available.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I was gonna buy it either way. So
right.
Not the biggest loss for me, but I know you're upset.
Yeah, I am upset because I was like, man, it's gonna look so cool. I'm super nostalgic for the Phantom Menace card backs, so I was like, this is gonna be awesome. Mm-hmm. Yet here we are. So I skipped on it. I did not pre-order. The only one I pre-ordered was Qui-Gon.
All right. But yeah, Nate, I wanted to dive a little deeper into these pipeline reveals, kind of get your thoughts on everything since you've been down for the count.
Yep, which it should be noted, I did test negative for COVID, so I'm COVID free. Thanks for all the well wishes, everyone. I was completely fine the whole time. I just couldn't taste or smell anything. And honestly, already, it's kind of coming back relatively quickly for me.
All right.
So,
all right. But yeah, the first pipeline on the graphic, it was just one big graphic with all the characters. But the first one on there is Tech. It was a given.
right. I feel like yeah.
It's not really a big reveal.
Right. I feel like the rest of these figures, you could genuinely be like, oh, like, cool.
Yeah.
I didn't, you could say you didn't see it coming. But, like, obviously we already have 2 other members of the Bad Batch. Although I guess I wouldn't put it past Hasbro to not complete the team, since they still to this day haven't completed the Rogue One team. Which, for the people out there that like that crew,
Where's Bodhi?
where is Bodhi? I'm with you guys, though. I'm on your side. That's crazy that Bodhi never got a figure. I mean, it did also take them a very long time to complete the Rebels. So, so I guess in a way,
very true.
In a way,
Yeah,
it could be a shocking reveal, but
I'm sure it's gonna look excellent.
oh, absolutely. The technically 3 Bad Batch figures we've seen so far all look fantastic.
True.
Hunter and
Crosshair and the Elite Squad Trooper.
yeah,
So I'm sure it'll look just as nice whenever they get those official reveal and photos and all that. The next one is also kind of one we already knew was
True.
coming. That is Aura Singh. I think some online sources have been pointing towards this being a Phantom Menace action figure, like in the new Black Series packaging. Not a fan of that, considering she's in one shot of
True.
the film.
True.
And her character is explored upon significantly more. She actually has scenes in the Clone Wars. She's a Clone Wars character. Even if the character model was introduced in one frame of the Phantom Menace, she's a Clone Wars character. I just want to get that out of the way.
fair enough, and I can definitely see where you're coming from, although I'll take her either way.
I mean, true. We're openers anyway.
Right.
This was, of course, Oklahoma, I believe. I mean, like, it's already confirmed this is coming.
What we reported on this rumor, I want to say
Back when
a month or 2 ago.
She was rumored with Bo-Katan.
Right. Yeah.
So,
and then that ended up being the Elite Squad Trooper. I love, how she kind of, in a way, raises Boba Fett and like kind of watches over him.
yeah, they're in the same crew.
Right. I love the episodes where, but I mean, even within the crew, she like protects him from Bosk.
Yeah, Bosk and Embo
Yeah.
and all them. She needs to come with the 2 blasters, the sniper blaster, throw them all in there.
Yep. She's going to have her long, gangly fingers like Greedo.
Yeah. Maybe the little antenna can come out
Yeah.
and back in.
That would be a
Of the
neat
head.
little feature. Let's hope it's just not removable.
Oh,
'Cause
like Commander Gree.
That will be lost to the carpet monster.
Yep. Then up next, in the number 3 spot, we have Zero. I think it's Q90
Something like that.
from The Mandalorian, season 1 and 2, broken down. The Frog Lady, of course, uses his vocabulator to translate, but this is the season 1 all put together look.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
Yep. This was on our top 5 Mandalorian action figure wish list from season 1, way back when we did that episode. So I'm very happy to see Zero. We love our droids.
We do.
Hasbro usually kills it with the droids. I was recently rearranging parts of my collection because I may or may not have shot my collection video
That you're gonna delete
and then reshoot again. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. But I was messing around with the bounty hunters, and Forlom is just such a great figure.
True.
Not to completely derail this, but the light up eyes when you shine a light through the back of the head, the articulation, like the rust paint application all throughout the figure. I was like, almost in a way, I was like, they don't make them like this anymore.
Yeah, I mean, Forlom, Zuckuss, they're fantastic.
Yeah, two figures that Hasbro went above and beyond for.
Yep.
For no reason.
Yep. And I mean, this figure looks similar
Right.
to Forlom, and it looks similar to like a protocol droid with big bug eyes. I think it's going to be a fantastic figure, another figure to have the child with. You could have his hand up.
Yep.
Or something like that. So, I mean, at this point, bring on all the Mandalorian characters. I'm not going to complain about any Mando characters. But speaking of even more Mando characters, in the number 4 spot, we also have Casca Reeves, which we are both really excited for. Starting to fill out the soldier ranks of the Mandalorian. She's, of course, a Night Owl Mandalorian warrior who follows Bo-Katan, and she's going to look really good next to Bo.
Yes.
Because Bo is also coming out, the Mandalorian look of her.
I just can't wait to have, hopefully Axe Wolves joins the crew as well, but to have all 3 of them, I can already imagine the display in my head. All helmets off, gripping them on the side there, standing with Mando.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't wait to realize that in the set. Because honestly, like, Bo, you know, she looks great with the helmet on, but that head looks so good too.
Right.
I'm like, these figures, especially hopefully, Casca Reeves will have a removable helmet. Of course, we don't know at this point.
Right.
I would assume she's going to. Mm-hmm. I would assume. Because if Bo's going to have a removable helmet, you might as well give the same treatment to Casca. But I'm going to have such a hard time deciding whether or not to display Bo with the helmet on or the helmet off.
You have to buy 2. JK.
No. Only buy 2 of the army builders. Unless, of course, it's Mando, where Hasbro forced us to buy several Mandos.
I mean, very true. Several Mandos.
Now, if they do a Bo-Katan and it's a Clone Wars Bo-Katan,
I mean, that's different because she's younger. She's like 35 years younger or whatever it is. So it makes a difference.
It's different enough.
Yep.
That's how bad Hasbro's got both of us. And finally, the last pipeline figure, which I feel like I've seen some mild hatred for, or kind of like a why this? And we're talking about the Return of the Jedi Lando, of course, General Lando Calrissian, where he's got the uniform, he's got the big cape.
Yeah, cape.
I love this look of Lando. I don't know. I've seen so many people say that this is their least favorite Lando look.
Return of the Jedi Lando looks are the best. Skiff Guard Lando.
Right.
General Lando. I really like Lando in Return of the Jedi.
He's dripping in Return of the Jedi with that cape.
It's the original trilogy, so I don't know why anyone is surprised we're getting a different costume for an original trilogy character. How many different Lukes have we had? How many different Hans? How many different Leias? It's only right. It's only just.
True.
If we get every look of Lando.
Right, because I will treat Lando the same way I treat Han, Luke, and Leia. And I will buy every version of Lando that comes out. Give me the Empire look. Give me Skiff Guard. Give me General. Give me the random at the end of Empire Strikes Back when he's wearing Han Solo's clothes for some reason.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
I'd do it, because it's one of the great mysteries of Star Wars. Why is Lando wearing Han's clothes?
Prop department said, here you go.
Just put these on.
Yellow Jacket Lando from Young Lando.
Yeah.
And would you get a less fun down Lando?
I don't know if I'd go old Lando far. I don't know if I'd go old Lando.
Right.
Because that's technically ST.
Now that is true, but yeah, we're both happy.
Yeah.
No hate for Lando.
Right, and it's another figure that I can put in my Return of the Jedi display, which is quickly becoming my favorite part of my collection because of all of the creatures and the costumes for the characters. Like the main characters are all really good. I just love Return of the Jedi.
Me too.
Like the costumes, the creatures, everything about Return of the Jedi is so wonderful. It has such a wide variety of all the things in Star Wars I love.
I don't know how... I mean, I understand how it can be people's least favorite of the original trilogy, but it almost seems blasphemous to say, oh, I have a least favorite of the original trilogy. because I love all of them so dearly. But I think Return of the Jedi is just that, like, safe and cozy pick.
Yeah.
It's the safe and cozy Star Wars movie.
And it's really, not to go off on a complete tangent, but it's structured so well where, like, one night you can go to bed watching the Tatooine stuff. Then another night you can watch the second chunk of the movie. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's got such good pacing.
And there's multiple different storylines happening at the same time, particularly the climax when you have the space battle, the Battle of Endor, and then Luke versus Vader and the Emperor. It's just like, it's such a perfect mesh for a conclusion.
Yes, absolutely. So bring it on. Bring us Return of the Jedi, General Lando Calrissian.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got a quick rumor to go over. Of course, we've talked about this in the past because a rumored certain deluxe figure coming out is rumored to be this character, and we're talking about Wrecker from the Bad Batch, of course.
Mm-hmm. This is, of course, a rumor from Yak Face. He said it was shipping overseas. It's most likely Wrecker, because every time one of these posts come out, it turns out to be true.
Yep, absolutely. It's going to be a deluxe figure.
Because he big.
Because he a big character.
It's going to come with his one blaster, no additional accessories,
Yep.
and it's just going to be because he's big.
Yep, and, well, he'll at least have a removable helmet, most likely. Because the other two members of Bad Batch do.
I sure hope so.
But, yeah, he's going to come with one blaster, which is such a disappointment because I was thinking about it on the way over here. I was like, you know what? Deluxe Jar Jar, pretty solid release in terms of a deluxe figure. He actually is a big figure, and he comes with a few accessories, including a shield that's as big as he is.
Yeah.
Because I was looking back at some of the other deluxe figures. And
Zeb.
Right, Zeb, Probe Droid, Malik,
Yeah, Grievous.
Grievous, right. It's just like they come with one accessory or two or something like that. So,
Of course, we'll still get it because you got to complete that Bad Batch, and we don't
Absolutely.
mind paying $29.99 every once in a while for something that is essential to the collection.
yeah, and I'm sure it's going to be a banger of a figure. It'll probably have butterfly joints. It's going to have to be a new sculpt, top to toe. There's no way they can reuse anything for Wrecker.
That is true.
So
That is true.
I'm excited to see what this figure looks like.
What if it was just a heavy infantry Mandalorian repaint?
Just painted different. Well, you know what? They might be able to finagle some heavy Mando reuse out of that. Maybe like a leg or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think it's going to be a great looking figure. Wrecker is a pretty cool design. I'm curious, like, it's being shipped to the United States, so you have to imagine it's coming out soon. Hasbro's been radio silent about this figure, so I'm wondering, like, what are they waiting for to announce it?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a toughie. That's a toughie.
And then last but not least here, a certain highly desirable stormtrooper is making its way back into circulation. We were talking about the GameStop exclusive Star Wars Battlefront Imperial Shock Trooper.
Yep.
Originally a Walmart exclusive. From way back.
Which we both got.
Yep.
Somehow.
I remember that because it was a night we both were working super late at the movie theater. I got off early. I found one and I was like, dude, you gotta get to Walmart as soon as your shift ends because there's another one.
And it was just in the pile. Remember?
Yeah, they were just sitting there.
Remember back when Walmart just had piles of junk in the aisle?
Yeah, so
Just massive piles of just garbage.
the Walmart in the city where the movie theater was, there was a point in time they didn't even put figures or anything on pegs. They literally just threw them on the shelves. So
Like on the bottom.
Yeah, like all the Black Series figures were just in a pile on the shelf. And we'd always sift through the pile. And the one time I decided to do it, there was 2 of this figure.
Right.
So that was the only time we ever saw it. Ever again.
Yeah.
I never saw this figure in person ever again. It's a GameStop exclusive now. And it's available for back order off of GameStop's website. Should be shipping in March, and of course it's $24.99. So hopefully it's still available by the time this video posts because it's a great figure.
Very good looking figure.
Absolutely. So add it to your collection because it's a great figure. Yeah, simple as that. Anyways, that's all we got for you on this episode of Figure It Out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. We're always talking about Star Wars: The Black Series here on the channel, and you can always count on a brand new episode of Figure It Out every single Friday at 6 a.m. Central Time. Of course, I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
See you guys later. Take care.
And we will see you guys next time on Out of the Basement.